So this is a video we talked about. I think I messed this up about 5 times yesterday. I tried pronouncing the name of this company. I think I called it Curl, but it is apparently Cooler. So let's watch this video that Cooler posted yesterday, talking about their new Bitcoin purchase and their expansion of their Bitcoin treasury.
Cooler today announces a significant expansion of its Bitcoin treasury. The company has increased its Bitcoin purchases for its Bitcoin treasury by an additional $21 million to reach a total of $42 million in Bitcoin acquisitions and a total of 430 Bitcoin. The additional purchases were made at a weighted average price of $98,400 per Bitcoin. This strategic move aligns with Cooler's Bitcoin treasury strategy announced in December 2024, wherein the company committed up to 90% of its surplus cash reserves to be held in Bitcoin. From its initial Bitcoin purchase in December 2024 to January 6, 2025, Cooler achieved a Bitcoin yield of 93.7%, leveraging a combination of surplus cash and its at-the-market equity program to fund purchases. Cooler has introduced Bitcoin yield as a key performance indicator for its Bitcoin treasury strategy as a transparent measure of the per-share accretive impact of its Bitcoin acquisitions.
It is crazy to me that this exists. It is crazy to me that I know about Cooler because they're holding Bitcoin and not because what they do for a business. Isn't that nuts? Like, that's where we are right now. 2025, companies are putting out videos talking about their treasury, not their operations, not their new product or service line, but what they're holding on their treasury. That's what they think is the most important message to communicate to people. And it's been working. I mean, if you look at their stock price since December, you don't have to take my word for it. Let me show you. Cooler stock technology. Oh, that's year to date. Okay, so this time last year, the shares were trading for 20 cents. 20 cents a share. And right now they're trading at $3.36, which is, since they adopted their treasury, their strategy around here, went from 35 cents in 2 months, 35 cents to $3.36. So that is up 1,500% in the past year, basically in the last 2 months. So if you don't think Bitcoin is seeping into the mainstream, into the Wall Street, look no further than Cooler. Look at Semler, look at Metaplanet, all of these companies in 2024 who just simply bought Bitcoin and held it on their treasury instead of cash. These guys put 90% of their cash into Bitcoin. And look what happened to their stock price. This isn't going to last forever. As more and more companies continue to do this, it'll just be old news. But right now, I don't know. Like, I'm not going to tell you to go buy Cooler technology, but probably worth looking into. I do think that if you look at companies like Tesla, like MicroStrategy, like Semler, like Cooler, Marathon, what's the other? There's a couple more. But if you can actually find ways to arbitrage the net asset value premium. So a lot of these companies, and there will be opportunities where the net asset value of the company, which means how much their company is worth in terms of their Bitcoin only. Like, these guys have $42 million worth of Bitcoin now. And so if you look at the value of the company compared to the share price, there actually is arbitrage if you can find it early enough in there, which Cooler you could have. But within all those different, if you're going to be an active trader, there are ways to kind of bounce around the net asset value premium compared to the other Bitcoin companies. But I still wouldn't, personally, I wouldn't be looking at anything outside of MicroStrategy, honestly. The one thing that I would say is, and again, this is not me telling you what stocks to buy. This isn't a stock show or a Wall Street show. But like if you took a company, just look at MicroStrategy and what has happened with it. So when it went from, I think, 800 to 1200 in a month or two, they did a stock split. So at about the $1,200 per share value, that's when they did a stock split. And so it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to just have some, like, if you look at who's going to be the next Bitcoin treasury company to do a stock split, that might be a good way to do it. Like if you looked at what Semler is today, if you just kind of use the same roadmap that MicroStrategy has followed so far, because that's basically what they're doing. So it's $58 for Semler right now. So let's say you bought a couple of them, and then over time you held it for a few years, and you got 5 shares in Semler. They did a stock split. All of a sudden you got 50 shares in Semler, and it's going to keep appreciating. So that might be a decent play for people out there. Put the majority of your traditional finance capital into MicroStrategy, and then just buy like 5 Semler, 5 KULR, 5 Block, Tesla, whatever it is. Tesla's probably, I don't know. Tesla's a tricky one because they're not a Bitcoin treasury company. But that's what I would look into, at least. That's what I would look into. So that's KULR. That's companies putting out full ads on the assets they're holding. Kind of crazy to me. All right. What else we got? J. Ross says, can any LLC